It's me. All right, we're going live. Be professional. Welcome back to the O Show, everything crypto and NFTs every day. I'm your host with the most, WendyO. Yes, we need nachos. So funny story. Well, first off, there's a poll at the top. Y'all got to participate. We have 26 of you in here for YouTube. Only 9 likes. We need to get it to at least 100. Also on the ticky-tacky, good morning, good morning. So funny story. I have like a thing I'm doing next week, a photo shoot. And any normal person would be like, okay, got a photo shoot. Let's kind of watch what we eat. Maybe not as much carbs and like work out harder. Me, what do? I go get pizza last night. And shout out to Karate Combat. I'll tell you guys about that right now. I am going, they're flying me out to Miami. I get to go to the Karate Combat event. I am very excited about that. I was going to wait to post it. I want to surprise you guys, but since y'all are in my business, I got to post about it. So I'm going to be there. I'm very, very excited. Those of you who don't know, I've been boxing since I've been 16. I actually grew up in a Kung Fu studio. And yes, I know karate is different than Kung Fu. My dad was pretty high up in the rankings as far as Kung Fu went, and the person that taught him took the ancient art from China, and I apparently was an orphan and all different types of those types of things. I don't know who this is, but let's get you out of here. We always get rid of low IQ people because I don't have time for that. But anyway, so I'm super excited to go, and it's kind of like going to be like a UFC experience, but it's for karate, and I personally prefer faster martial arts. Like I love to see 2 people stand up and just and the kicking and all of those types of things. So I'm very excited about that. Like UFC is cool, but like the jiu-jitsu and the ground and pounds, the ground stuff, it's like to me. So I'm excited for the Karate Combat thing. So thank you so much to the Karate Combat team for sending me out. I get to go with a lot of my other content creator friends. It'll be fun. I get to finally meet Meg and Mason. Well, I've met Mason before, but I've never got to meet Crypto Meg. She's absolutely amazing. So I'm super excited to go. If you guys are going to be in Miami and you're going, come say hi to me. Short trip, but anyways, we're going to talk about all the meme coins and all the insanity here. But I ate like a pig, like a gavone, like a big gavone yesterday. Why? Because that's what I do. That's what I do when I'm nervous. I don't know if it's ADHD, who even knows. But we're going to talk about the meme coins because it looks like some things are starting to go. And I feel like such a dodo for not getting into Pepe because it pumped again today. But anyways, I only have one account. You can check all of my official socials at CryptoWendyO.com. You go at the top, you'll be able to see those. Those is for the TikTok guys. So y'all got to go do that. But on YouTube, we have 139 concurrent viewers, 44 likes. Let's smash it up to 100. 100 likes now. 100 likes now. Please. Please. Shout out to John, Alexandra, Forces, Craig, Holochain, Board Type Crow, and good morning to the Tiki Takis. How come I have so many accounts? Is because people are trying to scam you. That's why, so stay away from them. Elon tweets he wanted to fight Zuck, and Zuck tweeted where. Let's talk about that really quick. So people are like, oh my God, it's like these tech guys like engaging in hand-to-hand combat. That's sexy. That is very sexy. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I would not, and none of them are my type, so it's not me being excited about them. I love hand-to-hand combat. And I think part of the reason why we have so many problems in the U.S. is because people haven't, they've never been knocked down a couple pegs, because that humbles you. When somebody knocks you out or somebody knocks you down, it humbles you. And again, I'm not advocating for the V word. I'm just simply saying. Some of y'all have never experienced any type of trauma. And it shows. But I think that that's awesome. Men have been engaging in hand-to-hand combat since forever. And some people will say, oh, that's barbaric, that's this and that. Look at the men from way back when, like the Roman days, the Greek days, all the other different cultures. They all had their form of hand-to-hand combat. Like that's part of life, you know? So I don't know. I think it's super sexy. I'm excited. I would totally watch it. It'd be kind of, I feel like, I don't know, it might be kind of awkward. I don't know. I think it's super cool. But anyways, I digress. I would simply not, and I posted a tweet too, that I would simply not entertain a man who would not fight for my honor. Why? Because I wouldn't. And I'm not one to go out and start problems. I'm just simply saying, like, if I got disrespected in public and I'm with my dude and my dude doesn't step or say anything or remove me from the situation, tell that guy, don't talk to her that way. That's not appropriate. That's not a real man. Okay. Anyways, y'all, let's get started with this story over here. And I don't know what I'm going to talk about for my second media piece today, because there might be some things I might decide I'm a bit tired. Good finding men like that now? No, you date an older man and they do. It is what it is. 40 plus, baby. 40 plus. Anyways, Bitcoin options volume jumps to 3.3 billion as prices rallies 2-month high. This triggered demand for calls and boosted activity in the options market. Basically, options is you're putting money up and expecting that asset to do X and Y, or whether it's bullish or bearish. That's how option works, and they have a time that they expire on. Anyways, Bitcoin option contracts worth 3.3 billion changed hands across top exchanges, including Durbit. This was the highest single day notional volume in 3 months. Durbit accounted for over 80% of the global tally. Call option strike prices of 30,000, 31, 32, and 40 have been popular among traders in the past. Okay, I want to make sure my kid. Is doing okay. So everybody's super excited about Bitcoin and all of these things and the Bitcoin dominance. And I believe Bitcoin dominance did also fall below 50%. So let's take a look at that now. First off, this is crypto bubbles. We're going to talk about Bitcoin price action. Pepe is up 27.5%. I feel like the biggest idiot ever because I didn't get some. Oh, well, life happens. It comes at you fast. It's okay to make mistakes, baby. It's okay to make mistakes. That's just the way life works. All right, now let's take a look at Bitcoin. So this is going to be the Bitcoin weekly chart. And it actually does look like we have a bullish uptick. Could this be the start of the bull run? And could this be the bottom over here at 16,000? Totally could be. Absolutely could be. I'm not going to go do a super in-depth video about this because I don't feel like it. You all go to Tom Crown for that stuff. Also, too, if you want to actively trade or you want a safe place to buy altcoins, you can go to Femex. I've been using them. There's no KYC there. They're not partnered of mine. I do have the ref link down below. If not, that's fine, too. I don't personally care. You should always read the terms of services before you do anything in the crypto asset industry. So taking a look at the daily. Again, you guys, I said I was a little bit concerned about a pullback here. I was a little bit concerned about a pullback here, which we kind of talked about. And this was an important area at approximately $31,000. We talked about that. We've had it on the channel before. It is what it is. Okay. Now, for me to be super, super bullish would be a break above 32.5 and sustain it. So I am excited about current Bitcoin price action, but again, we should be a little bit cautious. Just because we have a breakout and you're able to catch this initial move over here doesn't mean that we're going to continue to go higher. We could though, but you should have that in your trading investing journals. 12-hour chart is indicating, yikes. When you see movement like this, when you see not a whole lot of trading happening, you should feel a little bit cautious over here. Okay. You should. Why? Because that means not a whole lot of people, are doing anything. Everyone's kind of like, with the market. Okay. 6-hour chart. We're balancing perfectly on the EMA 9 over here, but it is looking like we're going to head down for a bit of a deeper correction. So I would expect between 28.3 and about 28 over here. Anyways, for the 45-minute chart, we're just kind of stagnant, okay? We're kind of stagnant. We're currently balancing between all three of the EMAs. I believe I have the 9, the 21, and the 30. Those are ones that I like to use. And we do have really great support here at the EMA 200, about $28,000. So let's go back. That kind of checks out with the EMA 21, but not 100%. So I would just be a little bit cautious. We'll see how deep of a pullback we get. But let's talk about this. Another investment firm files for a Bitcoin spot ETF. Valkyrie has been in the crypto space for quite some time, quite some time. I personally don't care for them. I don't. I won't talk about the reason why. I just don't like crappy people. I'm going to explain to you guys something really quickly, okay? There's a lot of people in crypto, especially Bitcoin, that think that they're better from you because they come from money. They come from Tradfi. They have family that's affiliated with X, Y, and Z. And people that do that, I don't like you. I don't like you. If you're terrible, like if you judge somebody because of their educational background or any of that type of stuff, like you don't have to vibe with somebody. But if you start off being nice to them and then all of a sudden you don't want to be nice to them anymore, for whatever, for BS that you hear on the internet, but don't address it with that person, you're gross. That's all I'm going to say. I don't do that. I don't do that stuff. Like either we're cool or we're not cool. I'm not going to talk about you behind your back. I'll say, I don't really care for that person, but I'll say that to your face too. But anyways, that's how a lot of people in this industry are, especially those that come from the privileged stuff, the ivory towers. That's how they operate. I don't really rock with them. And I could be missing out on opportunities because of that, but I don't have no patience for it because those type of people, when push comes to shove, they are not going to be there for you as a friend, number one. And number two, they don't care about the underdogs. And I do care about the underdogs because that's where I came from. And if I stopped caring about the underdogs, then I wouldn't be me. Then it would be dumb. Anyways, with that being said, let's talk about this Bitcoin spot ETF. And it looks like, again, because BlackRock filed for their Bitcoin spot ETF, all these other companies are doing it. And I think what's going to be interesting to see, I feel like a lot of these companies are being opportunistic. So business-wise, this makes sense. And what they're doing is they're going to see if Gary Gensler approves what's going on with BlackRock. And we talked about on the show yesterday all of the ties BlackRock has to this current administration. This current administration was the one that put bureaucrat Gary Gensler into office at the SEC. Warren Davidson from the Red People wants to change the structure of the SEC, which I absolutely love. I think that there should be 6 commissioners, the Reds and the Blues, and they come up with the decision, and that's how it should work. That's the structure they want it to be. I don't think there should be one person in charge, and especially the person that's in charge shouldn't have been the one. Like, he wasn't voted into office. He wasn't voted for this position. He was placed into that position. And in America, the way our government is structured, and the way the Constitution is structured, I really think that's a way that they should approach all of this stuff. Like, you should never just have one person in power. It should be a commission of people. Why? Because we need to have diversity. And when I talk about diversity, I'm not talking about the social crap, okay? I'm talking about people who are qualified not all these public servants are qualified, but I'm talking about people that are going to bring discourse, okay? You want to have the blue, you want to have the red, you want to spark creative discourse, you want to be able to talk about the pros and the cons, and you want to see compromise here. You do not want somebody in power that's just going to sit there and You want that discourse, okay? You want people that are going to fight for you, and that's the best way to do it. So anyways, with that being said, it's going to be interesting to see what Gary Gensler does and if he actually approves this stuff, or the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF, and if he doesn't approve it, how that's going to translate. BlackRock has, I think, a 350 plus out of 1 strike rate for getting things approved. I want to say it's 357 or 374. The ADHD is not working well today, but it's going to be interesting to see. And if the BlackRock ETF does get approved, I feel like, and the other ones don't get approved, people are just going to copy that formula and do the same thing. That's what needs to happen in my personal opinion, but we'll see what's going to happen. But Valkyrie is a very popular crypto platform, and they, or crypto, Bitcoin, whatever the heck over here. But anyways, they filed for their Bitcoin spot ETF, and they indicated they would seek to list its fund on the NASDAQ, ticker BURR. That's kind of cute. I like them for it. I think it's cute. It launched a second Bitcoin futures ETF in the US, the Valkyrie Bitcoin Strategy ETF in 2021. Also runs the Valkyrie Bitcoin Miners ETF, ticker WAG, WGM. We gonna make, is it WAGME? That, and that's so funny because these are like hardcore maxis. Valkyrie, they're like hardcore maxis that are over there, but they're using Web3 terms and crypto terms. How funny is that? Keep on grifting. But basically, the Bitcoin Miners ETF out from Valkyrie tracks securities of companies that derive their revenue profits from Bitcoin mining. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. No casino purposely makes you lose. At least with crypto, you could use technical analysis and fundamental analysis to see if something's going to go. All right, here's the thing over here. Valkyrie joins. Good for you. Congratulations. Now let's talk about what's happening in France. But I got to check the YouTubes, okay? So we have 320 concurrent viewers, but only 123 likes. Only 123 likes. What is this person saying on YouTube? 324 concurrent viewers, 124 likes. We need 200 likes. Please smash the like. The more likes that we get, this pushes this out to more and more people. We want to get the best and most non-biased news out to more people, and you want somebody like me being able to articulate this stuff in a very easy fashion so everybody can understand, because that's how it works. That's how life works. Now, we have a poll at the top. 226 votes. Which are you more bullish on, PEPE, Algo, or ADA? ADA's in the lead here with 52%. I like ADA. I like Cardano. And then, of course, we have Super Nachos and PEPE tied at 15%, and Algo is at 17%. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Good morning to Queen. It is true. BlackRock wants to fork Bitcoin and the 21 million limit. But John, this is my question, and I know you're a tech savvy person right here, okay? Bitcoin Cash, wasn't that a fork? Isn't that a fork already? Just out of curiosity. I don't know. They could totally do that. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed when it comes to the tech aspect of this stuff. I can understand it. I can understand a lot of the basics and break that down, which is better than most people. But I always ask the people that are a little bit smarter than myself, why? Because if I sat up here on my streaming thingamabobber and I was like, oh my God, I know everything, then that would discredit me. But other people do that, and I don't know why they do that. They're just dumb. Anyways, shout out to H-Barians. All right, hold up. Let's talk about this over here. 341 concurrent viewers, smash the like, 162 likes. Let's get back here. Okay, just in, and France is also one of the more crypto-friendly areas for policies. Shout out to Magnus. 5.1 trillion French bank Sasis, which can't pronounce properly, apologies, is now officially registered to offer Bitcoin custody services. This is fantastic. Also, too, there's another Bitcoin custody place that's going to be going bankrupt in the United States. We'll talk about in a little bit, though. But let's talk about some of the stats over here. Let's talk about some of the stats. So, credit Eric Holes, Casis, and I'm a dumb American, gains crypto custody registration in France. That provides services to asset managers like insurers, pension funds, and private equity. And they currently manage 5.1 trillion. Not as much as BlackRock, but it's a pretty big one. I think BlackRock is, what do they do? 10 trillion? Who knows? But yeah, this is cool. This is great. Bitcoin Magazine says Bitcoin custody services, but this right here says crypto. So who knows? Either way, it's bullish. It's a very, very, very exciting. Very, very exciting. 10 trillion. That's what I thought. They'd do 10 trillion assets. But now let's talk about Pepe meme coins. Yay. Pepe's 79% weekly gain led to meme coin surge, Doge, Shiba, Floki, double digits. I do want to take a look at Pepe here. Pepe. Who do we want to do? Who's got a longer history? Let's go to spot on OKX. All right. So let's go to the 45 minutes. Let's pull this up. Let's zoom out. All right. So this is the Pepe chart over here. And this thing totally did bottom. Absolutely bottom. So people who got in, great, fantastic. This could be the new Doge. And I'm not, this is not financial advice, but this could potentially be the new Doge. Why? Is because Doge is very cyclical and you would see these types of spikes. You'd see the pump and the dump, the pump and the dump, pump and the dump. Pump and the dump with Dogecoin too. So is this the new Dogecoin? Who in the heck knows? But we do have resistance here with Pepe at approximately 20927. We've got resistance here at 17721. And the next target, if we continue to rock, is going to be 1772 run. But again, you do have to be cautious. We do have great support here at 14224. And that is because that is with the EMA 9. And as you can see in the past, prices retrace back to this area, bounce and pop back up. So tis what it is. Now let's go over here. All right. Gemini is also posting about Pepe, which is really, really funny, but let's kind of touch on this. Okay. I'm going to touch on this. I think I'm going to do this story here for Ripple. Should I do this story here for Ripple? I don't know. We'll do that for all the stories and I'll do the 3-minute video later. Okay. Now Ripple obtains in principle approval for major payment institutions licensed in Singapore. This right here is hilarious. And it's hilarious because Singapore and Southeast Asia has always been bullish. When it comes to technology, when it comes to crypto, they're always on the forefront, okay? Always on the forefront. Maybe I wish you had more freedom of speech. Well, this is the thing. We don't know if you're going to be nasty or not, so we take ridiculous stuff out. And unfortunately, TikTok has a poor track record of that. So I'm sorry. We do what we do over here. We just don't want no issues. There's always drama on the tiki-taki, so I'm going to probably have to turn my camera around eventually. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. But yeah. But anyways, so Singapore grants the license for Ripple. Let's talk about it. So Ripple Labs obtained an in-principle approval for major payments institution license from the Monetary Authority of Singapore, the nation's central bank and regulator. So SEC is suing Ripple for the last 2 years in America. They've wasted $200 million of their money in legal fees. Lord knows how much they've wasted in taxpayer dollars. But Singapore says, you know what? We're going to work with you, Ripple. We're going to work with you, Ripple. Provision license allows it to start offering payment services such as account insurance, cross-border money transfer service, and digital payment token services while it undergoes further regulatory checks. So they would not approve Ripple to do these things if they didn't really believe that they were doing things legitimately, in my personal opinion. I could be wrong. But they are going to have to undergo further regulatory checks. And the thing that I'm noticing here in my mind when I hear further regulatory checks, to me, this means that they are going to allow them to start doing these things and they don't want to be late to the market. They're pretty confident that Ripple is doing things correctly in that particular jurisdiction, and they don't want to be second in the market. They want to be first, or they want to be... I understand people are copying my content and contacting people trying to scam for money. I understand that. That's a problem in crypto. It's a problem on the internet. So what you need to do if you're in crypto and watching the stream, you need to go to my website at CryptoWendyO.com and verify the social links. That's called do your own research. In addition to that, none of you should be in DMs with these people asking you for money. If you give somebody money on the internet, that's bad. You shouldn't do that. Please. And I'm tired of hearing about it. I'm sorry, but it's like I get hundreds of DMs a day and here and on TikTok, and it's just, I don't know what to tell y'all at this point, okay? You're going to have to start thinking for yourself. I'm not your mom. I don't get paid enough to report and to do all this stuff. Y'all got to do this. I know you just wanted me to know, but I'm very aware. There's nothing I can do. I block these a-holes a lot a day. But y'all got to do better. Stop relying on other people to do things for you. I can't help you here, unfortunately. Go call TikTok. Go call whatever else. Anyways, it's also going to further scale customers' use of crypto-enabled on-demand liquidity, ODL platform. ODL runs on the Ripple distributed ledger and wants to boost efficiency of international transfers by using XRP as an intermediary asset. The platform saw a 5-time growth in the country in 1 year. Well, that explains too, because the platform saw such a high growth, that's the reason why they want to integrate it. The only thing is, I just am curious because Ripple is a volatile asset. It's a crypto asset. If they're using it as an intermediary asset, I wonder what happens to that volatility. Wonder what happens to that volatility. That's my only thing about it. And I don't coddle to people and I don't baby people. That's what you're going to get here. Just because I'm a woman, I'm not going to baby you. And I'm not going to be like, oh, cutesy pootsy. I don't do that stuff. There's no way in hell I'm going to do that stuff. If y'all want that, you got to go elsewhere. We have 417 concurrent viewers. Good morning to beautiful Miss Oaks over there. Good morning to Gamer, to Erico, to T-Bone. Gamer said, remember back in the day, Wendy, when I was educating people that CASPA is not the same thing as CASTA? I know, I remember that. Y'all, go ahead. We have 409 concurrent viewers, but only 200 likes. Let's get this up to 300. Let's get it up to 300. 300. Woo. Super nachos. Dolphin said super nachos. All right. Oh, you guys, super nachos and Pepe are tied at 14%. Come on. But get it up. We got to get more than 215 likes. But let's go back and talk about the Ripple. So that's the only, my question is, if XRP is still a pretty volatile asset, are they going to be introducing a stablecoin? I'm not exactly sure how that works. So if somebody knows, then please tell me. Let's talk about Algo, because Algo loves people and they follow me on Twitter. Awesome. I love to see that. So Algorand, we've got big news with this, and a lot of people are excited about Algorand. Apparently not. Well, actually, yeah. Algorand is beating Pepe and beating the super nachos, okay? At 20%. And I know people like Algo. I used to have a bag, but I don't really anymore. I should probably get some. Maybe I'll buy some. But 400 concurrent viewers and only 236 likes. Let's get us at least to 300, babies. We can do that. I know y'all can. I'm proud of you. You got this. You got this. Keep it on going. All right, let's talk about what's going on with Algo. This is exciting. So Algo cuts block time after new upgrade. It's going to reduce the block time, making the application development faster and more cost efficient. So basically, it's going to be easier and faster to build. That's what we like. We absolutely love that. We want things to be as easy and fast as possible because we like it fast and easy. Well, not necessarily easy, but y'all know what I mean. All right. The upgrade will reduce block time to 3.3 seconds from 3.8, which is the largest reduction of block time on a percentage basis. Well, we need to have some other people to discuss this, like other people from other projects, because the TPS thing too, that's a whole nother weird thing. Anyways, other improvements include a simulator that allows devs to test and stimulate issues before deploying their code base to mainnet. They added a new plugin framework that allows people to create easy and customizable data. I'm with it. Cool. Good for Algo. Shout out to them. Now let's talk about Cardano, because Cardano is always in the news. A lot of people were saying stuff about Cardano on Twitter. I didn't get it. I wanted to comment that I love ADA because I have some, but I didn't want to piss Charles off. I don't want Charles H to be mad at me again. So Cardano might hit enormous new record. This is a speculation over here. The dominance is a key indicator of the market strength. Kind of, sort of. ADA's dominance can soon surpass a significant milestone of 1%. The reason why this is important is because when we look at Bitcoin I'll show you guys right now. When we look at Bitcoin market dominance, hold on, let me pull that for you guys so you can understand how this works. Well, I'm sure some of you do. Some of you might. All right. So Bitcoin right now, the dominance for Bitcoin is sitting at approximately 500. It's a little bit, it's right underneath 50%, okay? And this is the way that we calculate this is we kind of look at the total market cap. So the total crypto cap was kissing 1.15 trillion. Fantastic. We love that. But it took a little bit of a pullback, and that's okay. That's why we're seeing a little bit of a decrease in some alts. People are actively trading this stuff and they're taking profits. That's okay. That's okay. Okay. We just did talk about the XRP talk. We talked about how Ripple and Singapore have a partnership now, which is going to be cool stuff. Okay. Now, when we take a look at the total, oh no, this is excluding Bitcoin. I apologize. It's about half and half. So Bitcoin is at about 50% dominance and alts are at about 50% dominance, kind of sort of. One thing that I will say is, though, if ADA does actually come up and hit that milestone of 1% of the entire market cap, that's kind of a big deal. And I want to say that information is going to be over here. I think we can check CoinGecko. There's a way that I think there's a way you can see it. I'm sure Crypto Gamer knows the tab that it is. Let's see over here. Where can you see the dominance? There's probably a way. I just don't. When I get put on the spot, new cryptocurrencies by market cap. Let's see. Price, market cap. This is a market cap. So basically what we do is you would take this and you divide it into the thing of the thing and you do some simple math and voila, you go. I don't have time to do this because I'm lazy. I want to see percentages. Let's see that over here. Hold up. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, but that's how you do it. But if ADA is able to get up that high, that's good for the project. Okay. That means more people are buying and holding and trading and doing all the things of the things. So shout out to the Cardano community. We love to see that for you guys. Yeah, dominance is the percentage a token holds in the total market cap of all cryptocurrencies. The higher dominance percentage suggests more capital is flowing into that specific token. Yes, that is true, but it also there's a lot of other factors that you do need to look at, Now let's talk about MasterCard, because we all love to talk about Tradfi coming into the crypto asset space. All right, so MasterCard focuses its Engage program on crypto. This is interesting to me because a lot of people were supposed to be like, we're not doing the crypto thing anymore. We're not doing the crypto thing. A lot of these TradFi companies, and you hear these guys say this all the time, but in reality, they're playing 69D chess with you, okay? Basically, it's going to link the potential card issuers with partners that can provide appropriate technical experience to help bring crypto card programs to the market. They says this program helps cuts the times it takes to bring crypto cards to the market and creates crypto to fiat conversion capabilities. This is interesting. Hold on. I want to see if this is hold on a second. I want to see if this is in the US. Okay. It doesn't say. Okay. It's a global network. Okay. If this was in the US, I would say, yes, this is super bullish. This is amazing. But this still is pretty bullish on a global scale because they're talking about global partners. But I still wish it was more US focused. But I understand they can't do that because of all the insanity that's happening with the Gary Gensler stuff in the SEC, which is sad. You see companies like MasterCard and Visa and these TradFi firms making partnerships and doing things for crypto, but not in the US anymore. And that's really sad. That makes me feel sad. I don't like it. What do you guys think? Do you guys like it or not? We have a $60 super chat, $50 super chat. Michael's in the chat. Thank you so much. Tacos. Thank you, Michael, so much for the $50 super chat. I appreciate it. Michael is my uncle, if you guys don't know already. If you don't know, Michael is my uncle. And Michael is also DJ Boy. And he puts on DecentralCon, which I partner with all the time. I go talk at their events. They have me on stage. It's super cool. And I actually had Michael on his on the stage. And the reason why is because we talked about his project. I forgot the name, Michael. I know I'm a terrible person right now, but hold on a second. This is important, you guys. Hold on. Where did he go? Where's my uncle over here? All right. Hold on a second. Hold on. Damn it. Hold on. But what they're doing, I have to come up with the project name. I'm really ridiculous. But basically what they're doing is they're making it possible so you can actually go set up trust yourself for your family members without having to go through an attorney. Attorneys are super. Yeah, Terminas. Termina. So basically what they want to do is they want to facilitate trust using smart contracts, which is amazing. And one of the things I'm going to tell you guys, if you own any type of significant crypto assets and you do want to pass those down to your family and you plan on just, buying them and giving them to your kids or whomever it is, what you need to do is you got to do a trust. Okay. You got to do trust, and those can be pricey, expensive, but at the same time, it is very, very important. And that's part of the responsibility of having access to money. Okay. But with Michael, with Termino, what they want to do is they want to allow you to do all that with the smart contract and basically skip the stuff that happens. But also too, make sure you guys support DecentralCon because they do a lot of really cool stuff and I'm always there and whatnot. So thank you, Michael. All right, we have 400 people and only 275 likes, you guys. Smash the like. Smash the like. Daniel said, if this Algorand upgrade were announced during a bull market, we'd probably have seen it 2 times. Possibly. Michael said, I'm back. I had to set my taco. He had to eat his taco. Michael is my uncle for those that don't know, because that's what he does. He's the uncle. He's the uncle of Decentralcon. But anyways, we have a poll at the top. Yeah, we finally have 400 votes. Okay, ADA is in the win with 52%, but Super Nachos are helping out here. Super Nachos are helping out. So we love this Cardano and the Super Nachos. This live is real, honey. It's real, baby. I'm here. I got you. All righty. All right, now let's go to the next story. I hear my baby. She's giggling. She's super stinky and giggly this morning. Okay. What is this? What is this? Oh my goodness. Another country that's not in the US that's bullish. Spain. Spain's 57 billion banking giant Santander educates investors on Bitcoin. Who would have thunk? Who would have thunk? They started a digital assets 101 educational series on the website, despite being bearish about crypto last year. Very interesting switch. Well, they know it's coming to the masses, baby, with that Bitcoin ETF from BlackRock. And now China's legalizing crypto and Bitcoin because they played 69D chess with you, and Hong Kong loves it. Woo! Anyways, the series from Santander breaks down the fundamental benefits and implications of crypto. It launched its first season on Bitcoin on June 9th. Good. We love the Bitcoin. We also start, if you guys like followed me on TikTok and the YouTube and all that stuff, any type of educational stuff I do, yeah, we talk about altcoins, we talk about meme coins, we have fun, but we really always start at Bitcoin. Why do we start at Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin, she's queen bee. She is the mother. She's mother. She's kind of like Mother Earth, very emotional, very irrational, but also very good at what she does. Shout out to all the beautiful women out there. We just know best, especially the mommies or the female guardians. But anyways, but we start with Bitcoin, and then we learn about Bitcoin, and then we learn about decentralization and the importance of custody and all that type of stuff, okay? Purple nachos, yes. But that's why we always start off with Bitcoin. And they launched another focusing on the pros and cons of Bitcoin's Lightning Network. That's amazing. And I love that they're talking about the Bitcoin Lightning Network with the pros and the cons, because a lot of courses won't teach you the pros and the cons. They give you one specific scenario. And on this channel, as most of you know, we talk about different things. We talk about different opinions, and we try to be non-biased as much as we can. I'll give you the pros, the cons, and I'll give you my personal opinion, as much bias as possible. But at the end of the day, I'm a human. I'm a woman. I'm an emotional creature. That's just what we do. And it's good to have a woman's take on some stuff. But moral of the story is, it's good that they're teaching about Bitcoin. It's good that they're teaching about the Lightning Network. It's good that they're teaching about all of this stuff, okay? I'm with it. I like you. Shout out to Spain. Let's get into the next thing over here. I got to eat soon. Oof. Right. U.S. House Committee to vote on crypto stablecoin legislation in July. The reason why this is happening is because the dummies over at the SEC have completely effed things for you. Ooh, there's the filters over here. They completely F things for you. So they're getting that pressure, baby. Getting that pressure. All right. So the House Committee is going to vote on crypto stablecoin legislation in July. And basically, they want to create a clear pathway for crypto to move from a security to commodity. They're also going to debate a separate bill to create comprehensive regulatory framework for stablecoins, and it's written by Chair Patrick McHenry and Republican or French Hill. Again, they still need the Senate, I believe, to approve stuff. I think so. That's how it works. But one of the things I'm going to say here, this is important. I like the fact that they want to. I don't even think crypto should be commodities. I think it's in its own separate class. That's just my opinion. I think there's securities, there's commodities, and then there's crypto assets, and it's a completely different thing. And the reason why is because it doesn't really satisfy Howie, because you can start off being a security, but then if you check off enough boxes and become decentralized, then it works. Also, too, you guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ace. But what is that? Ace Arc. But one of the things that I often think about is code is language, and that was proven in court, and should be protected under First Amendment. So you have this thing that was created that does have direct value correlation, but it's also code. So it's language, but then it's also technology, and it doesn't really work. Like, you can trade crypto assets, you can make money off of them, but you can lose money off of them. And at the same time, you can hold on to them and pass them down to the kids. So the crypto does so many different things, but also some of these things like NFTs, those are tokens, those are individual tokens that live on the blockchain. It could represent something else. So the interesting thing here is that, to me, it just needs a whole entire brand new section. Okay, that's just my personal opinion. But we love this. We want this. We need this. The reason why they do need to regulate stablecoins is because they don't want another Terra Luna to collapse, and stablecoins actually directly compete with the US dollar and other fiat currencies. So I understand why they need to regulate that. But this next story, this is a big one here. Digital pound should be interoperable with crypto, UK lobbyist said. Again, the UK people are ahead of the game. The idiots at the United States of America, we can't. So the U.S. House Committee is going to vote on crypto and stablecoin legislation, but they still need approval, I believe, from the House or from the Senate. I've just sneezed. Excuse me. So I believe that they could push the bill through, but they still need approval from a whole separate group of people. And I want to say it's the blue people. And the blue people are kind of a bit of a pain lately when it does come to crypto, okay? It does come to crypto. But in the UK, it's a little bit different. Let's see what's going on over here. Okay, so they made the proposed model of where Bank of England would provide infrastructure for CBDC, the digital pound, over there. Okay. What? Why is she angry? Because she ain't been put in her place. Imagine thinking that you can tell me what to do from some weird avatar. Also imagine thinking that I care about your opinion on the internet. Like, once I'm done with the live, I'm going to go to my personal life. Y'all are weird. Some of y'all men are really, really, really weird on the internet, and you're probably single. Or if you are with somebody, they're probably not happy with you, and they're probably going to end up leaving you. Oof. It couldn't be me. Oh, it couldn't be me. Imagine wanting to put somebody in their place. Oof. Oof. Ugh. Oof. Y'all are weird. Some of y'all need to get humbled with daughters. Yeah, if you're married and you're saying terrible things about women on the internet, you're probably horrible to your wife. But anyways, that's a whole nother topic. I need to get back on with with Hotep Jesus. We gotta talk about this stuff. It's funny. Anyways, y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so lobby groups in crypto are what. Oh, somebody put a poll up here. Thank you. Oh, you guys are freaking amazing. I love you guys on the Tiki Tacky. Thank you. Anyways, thank you so much to my mods. Anyways, some believe it should be interoperable with crypto in order to be suitable for the future. So basically, the Bank of England wants to have a CBDC, but they also want it to be interoperable with crypto. So that would be kind of like integrating a stable coin like we currently have USDC or USDT. With those, you can kind of use on different chains. Like, for example, we have a review that we're dropping. I believe it's next week about a particular something. And one of the cool things about it is it had interoperability. So you basically can use different chains with it. So you can use Binance Smart Chain, or you can use Ethereum. So, which is cool. We like that. There's a lot of different chains now. We need to be able to do that. What is my take on ADA? I'm bullish on ADA. I'm excited for the community and the ecosystem. What is my take on the Bitcoin ETF? I've talked to you guys about this. I don't like it, but we're going to get it. Anyways, back to this. Wendy, focus. Director of the CBDC at institutional crypto custody platform Fireblocks said a digital pound would be even more innovative and future-proof. It worked with crypto. I love this for them. Again, I am not for CBDCs. I don't like CBDCs, but I understand we have to compromise, and this is the perfect type of compromise here because they want it to be interoperable with crypto. You know what? Give me the damn CBDC, but let me do my crypto Bitcoin thing. I'm with it. He said, the director says, the purpose is to ensure uniformity of money and protect privacy in a world of digital assets. Then it would need to be able to work with the digital assets of the future and will need to be just easy to use. I love that. Bank needs to develop a token-based solution to fit for the future. And a side note here is the crypto industry stakeholders are concerned about how users' privacy will be preserved. Guess what? Your privacy is never going to be preserved. Your privacy is not preserved now. We use the Tiki-Taki, we use the YouTube, we use the Google, we use the Amazon, the Facebook, the Meta, the Instagram, all the different social media platforms. If you are on the internet, your privacy is not protected. But the issue is with the CBDC, it's going to be on a public ledger, so you'll be able to see everything. So they're going to have to figure out how they do that. CBDCs are tyranny, but they do have to figure out how they do that. They're going to. All right. We have 400 concurrent viewers, but only 321 likes. We need 400. We need 400. James, I can't focus. The ADHD is kicking my butt today. Shout out to West. Queen said, I don't play those games on this side. We love Queen. We love John too. I love y'all. We have 410 concurrent viewers, only 321 likes. Smash the like to push us out and further into the metaverse. Yeah, they're still going to tax us. They're going to tax us hard. Anyways, I like this story. This is called compromise, you guys. I'm not a tyrant. We compromise over here. All right, let's get back into it, okay? This. Ooh, I love it. I love it. This is from Tree of Alpha, and this is what they said over here. This is from Binance to the SEC, and y'all can go ahead and read all this. Court, I want to know, are BAM assets going offshore? Is it happening or is it not? It's stunning to me that I have now asked the question of each of the to each of the SEC attorneys 5 times. SEC. So currently the assets are not going offshore. We're not seeing any flows of money outside the US. SEC statements that defendants have been able to commingle customer assets or divert customer assets as they please is directly contradicted by the SEC statements to the court that the SEC has no evidence of ever occurring. This is all in the court documents. So if this is true, which tending to be pretty true here, this just shows the incompetence of the SEC. You know what? If the SEC wanted to go after crypto asset companies or exchanges or whatever, fine. Have your evidence. What they're doing is, then the problem that the SEC is going to face here, because they haven't put any regulatory guidelines in. So the Prometheus, whatever the hell they are, they're a bunch of grifters. They're grifters. Okay. And they're a plant put in by the powers that be. Okay. Especially it's just the whole situation. We did a really good video on it yesterday. You should have gone and watched it. The 3:30 p.m. PST videos. I talk about one topic and I put all my thoughts together and I get the information out to you. Very easy to understand. And the ADHD is not present. Well, it's still there. It's always there. Anyways, y'all. So the issue we're having with the SEC refused to put guidance in. Okay. It refused to put guidance in. Why did it refuse to put guidance in? Well, it refused to put guidance in because they don't know what they're talking about and they're lazy. So now the SEC went after and sued all these people and is indicating X, Y, and Z. But the problem is they don't know what they're talking about because they have no regulation established or any types of guidelines established. They are just going after and they're suing people and they're wasting taxpayer dollars. And I think the strategy here with the SEC is to absolutely bleed these companies. Out. Okay. It couldn't. Why couldn't it? Because I can't see this. Let's start. Okay. Let's just delete it. Sorry. I can't do both at the same time. Anyways, so they wanted to bleed these companies out. And what generally happens in in the courts in the US, the person that has more money, even if you have, if you have valid proof, like you'll be okay, like attorneys won't take your case. But if you don't have a lot of money and you're having a hard time proving something, generally but you kind of can prove it, the person with more money is going to prevail and they're going to win. Why are they going to prevail and win? Because it's the way that it works. So what the SEC wants to do, you have to remember, like Ripple's got a lot of money, Coinbase, Binance, they've got lots of money here. The issue though, is that the SEC has unlimited money, so they can do what they want to do. So the SEC's purpose was to kind of bleed these people out. But now in court, they're giving contradictory statements that's where it becomes problematic. And we're going to see this probably happen with Hinman as well. Okay? See what happens with Hinman as well. So I like this. I like the SEC getting what they deserve. Also, too, Binance and its legal team allege the SEC issued misleading statements. And I love this. I love that CZ is fighting as hard as he is. I really, really, really love it here. And it's so funny because somebody posted this, Crypto Alert 365. They posted this, and I like what they have to say over here. So hold on a second. I read the transcripts this morning. The judge is asking the SEC the right questions. The past 48 pages, and the SEC mentioned they are using Howey for BNB, the same Howey test that Gary Gensler couldn't answer for stablecoins. This clip here is 4 minutes. I'm not going to play it for you. It's a bit long. But what I am going to say is when Gary Gensler, stablecoins do not meet the Howey test, Senator Pat Toomey challenges Gary Gensler on 14th of September of 2021. Okay. So Gary Gensler's question about stablecoins and the and the SEC, okay? And he couldn't answer for stablecoins, and it's because he didn't know. The fact that the SEC is still using the Howey test to determine what is a security or isn't a security, but doesn't understand what it is ridiculous. You shouldn't be able to be in a place of power when you don't know what you're doing. Like, I'm an idiot on the internet. I'm a shock jock. I come from the mud. I come from like and I understand this stuff a little bit better. I do. The SEC definitely does have their pros and cons. Unfortunately, like the last 5 years, they haven't done a great job. So that is what it is. But let's get into the next story. This is from Meta Lawman. I'm going to try to get him on the show. In an aggressive move, Binance has gone offense against the SEC in federal court case. Lawyers for Binance defendants have filed a motion accusing the SEC in engaging in unethical conduct. It's a big deal. Binance has accused the SEC of violating court rules by making statements outside the court that are false, designated to harm Binance U.S. customers, and likely to taint the jury pool. Binance asked the court to order the SEC to comply with the applicable court rules. I'm not going to go through all of this, but this is what's happening. And the reason why, I think the reason why I'm so pissed off about the SEC, like, I love crypto. Like, this is my livelihood. This is my job. I love trading. I love investing. I love talking to you guys about it. I love giving like a non-biased opinion. Like, it's my favorite thing to do. I love creating content. It's given me, so many reasons why. But my problem is when you actually take a step back and you remove my love for crypto and the underdogs and Bitcoin and, bringing down the oppressive third-party system, the banks and the public servants. When you take a step back and you look, the people that are really funding this country are the middle class, okay? The super, super wealthy, they get tax breaks with the loopholes, which I'm not mad at them for that because those are the laws put in place. And we need to be smart just like them and participate and utilize those tax rules. Instead of getting pissed off, we need to do better, okay? We need to do the same thing that they do, okay? It sucks, but it is the way it is. I'm going to shoot straight with you here. And then also to the poor, not all of them, some of them do contribute to taxes and those types of things with the foods and the gas and all that type of stuff. But as far as taxpayer dollars go, we are doing brunt of the work, the middle class, okay? So when you take a step back and you understand that the middle class taxpayer dollars and taxpayer dollars in general go to fight frivolous crap like this is why I get mad. This money, like for example, Ripple spent $200 million. Ripple spent $200 million thus far in the last 2 years battling the SEC. We don't know how much the SEC has spent. Let's say, for example, the SEC spent $200 million battling Ripple for something stupid, okay? Or anyone in this instance. Can you imagine where that $200 of taxpayer dollars could have gone? We could work on homelessness. We can work on food quality. We can work on creating more community centers with the kids, all of this type of stuff. So that's where I get better roads. Like, this is where I get pissed off, is because it's not transparent where they're spending their money, and they tend to be spending their money in the wrong place. So this is why I get so frustrated, you guys. And I think you should question these too and think about that too. Whether you like Ripple or not, question, where's the money going? Is it being spent positively? We have 363 likes, only 400 concurrent viewers. Smash the like, get it out. I'm going to make a cereal called WendyO's that tastes like strawberries, maybe with some blueberries. I love it. Y'all are amazing. I understand. Gamer said the SEC has been slandering all of crypto projects in order to bring them down for BlackRock friends to get under the bottom entry points, the old tactics that have been used in Tradfi for industry. Yeah. It be like that sometimes, babies. It be like that. Oh, I got to get my glasses on sometimes. All right, hold up a minute. Hold up. Michael says, I bet money that some of the reps have shares of the ETFs since their statutory trust. Ooh, Michael dropping it like it's hot, like the uncle that he is. All right, shout out to Coinbase. We couldn't wait until our deadline next week to address the SEC's response to the June 6 order from the Third Circuit. It is unusual for the government to defy a direct question from the federal court, but the SEC's evasive response goes further, as we set out today. The court should grant mandamus now because the commission has decided not to grant Coinbase's rulemaking petition and is actively harming the industry. The commission refused to say how much additional time it needs to act on Coinbase petition, confirms its further delay is futile. At minimum, the court should order the commission to report on the action not an anticipated staff recommendation in no more than 60 days and decide Amanda's petition promptly if the commission still has not acted in that time. We continue to appreciate the court's careful consideration. John Deaton said, I agree and believe it is since they filed. I truly believe we will win in court, not every battle, but war. I'm with that. And again, Coinbase has their stuff together. If they didn't have their stuff together, they would not be filing this early. And again, the SEC keeps asking for more time and asking for more time. So what is the SEC doing? The SEC is wasting your time and your taxpayer dollars. That's what they're doing. And that's what I have a problem with. So a lot of you are like, we need to clean this space up. We need to regulate. We need to do this and that. Guess what? Then come up with guidelines and stop suing people, because all you're doing is you're jamming up the damn courts when you have people like JP Morgan affiliating with people that were affiliated with Mr. E and Mr. E himself harming innocents. And that's what I have the biggest problem with in the world. This is where it becomes problematic to me, is because we spend money on all this stuff when our company is in like serious debt. What are we in? $32 trillion. We send like $6 billion to effing another country, which fine, we can help countries out, whatever, which I don't think we should if we're in debt, but it's getting to be a little bit ridiculous here. It's frivolous. It's wasting time. Instead of actually creating guidelines to institute these companies to do things properly so they can pay taxes, so they can create jobs, so they can continue to push innovation out. Hello, that's what's happening here. And this is why it is so problematic and upsetting to me. Do you understand? I don't care if you like crypto or not. Do you understand they're wasting your taxpayer dollars? That's what they're doing. Sick of it. Really, really sick of it. All right. Shout out to Deaton. This forces the SEC to provide a real update on October 11th. The court is calling the SEC's bluff. The court could have dismissed, but chose to exercise continuing jurisdiction. Shout out to John Deaton. Shout out to John Deaton. And this is in response to Mr. Paul from Coinbase, the CLO. The Third Circuit just ruled that it will retain jurisdiction over our challenge to the SEC's inaction on our petition for basic rules of crypto. A further report is due in 120 days. We're grateful the court will continue to shine a bright light on the SEC process. That's what needs to happen. Good. This is another really important story. We're having another crypto contagion. So listen to this, please. Also, too, Corey from Swan says that the customer funds were transferred from Prime Trust to Fortress and Bitgo. This is very interesting. This is very, 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 very interesting. I don't know how they were able to do this in this designated time, but it is what it is. And they got called out for this before. And again, Corey's a friend of the channel, but it's interesting to me. I don't know how they're able to do that, but I'm glad that they did and people didn't get impacted with this. All right. And he says, the only thing I disagree with is there's zero precedent for clawback of customer funds from individual bankruptcy, remote trust accounts. It's a whole point. So I don't know, like he could be saying this, but at the same time, the courts are going to have to decide. So we'll see. But apparently it looks like Bitgo was supposed to acquire Prime Trust. I also from one of a source that I have, Prime Trust, one of the things why they're having problems is this is what they did. Hold up a second. Let me pull the text message from them so I can read it to you. Because I use their services for something. Prime has the option to lend out coins, which they use to cover fees. This would be their free service. Not sure how widely it's used. We tried a few years ago and didn't like it. And that's probably how they got in this mess, is they're lending stuff out. So, and Bitgo commented here. Where is it? Where the frick is it? Oh, because Bitgo wanted to initially acquire Prime, but they ended up not. After considerable effort to work and find a path forward with Prime Trust, Bitgo has made the hard decision to terminate its acquisition. And this decision was not made lightly. So basically what happened is they looked at the order books, they looked at all the financials and said, you know what, there's some shady stuff going on. We're not going to do it. We are not going to do it. I'm bullish long-term in the market. So I don't know, babies. All right. 387 likes. Let's get this up to 400. But you guys, I gotta go because Lo's here. She's running around like a little crazy person. And they want me to hit the bag on TikTok. I'm tired. I got this Bunzidiette here. All right, you guys. Anyways, I have to go. I got to go to the dental appointment with Lo. I have to pack for Miami. Shout out to H-Bar. Shout out to Karate Combat. And I got to pack to Miami. And then I've got a week-long photo shoot next week. I got to pack for that too, to send the stuff to the stylist, which don't even ask me. I'm stressed. Sending you all love and light. Thank you guys so much for the support. My 3:30 p.m. PST videos, you guys have pushed those over 10,000 views. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's keep it going. Let's keep getting out non-biased information. Thank you guys so much. Sending y'all love and light. WendyO is out. Punch the bag if you love crypto. I love you guys, not today though. Sending y'all love and light.